What kind of Pokemon are you? How do you do the things you do? Share with me your secrets deep inside. What kind of Pokemon are you? Are you loyal through and through? Do you ever hold this true? What kind of Pokemon are you?
Hey, what is up guys? My name is Gray and welcome back to my Pokemon Emerald Randomizer Nuzlocke, and we're still here just outside the Weather Institute, and we're going to keep heading I guess over here to the right, and we're going to see if we can just continue exploring this route. Where were you? I was looking for you. How much stronger have you gotten? Let me check you. Ready with your Pokemon? Of course you are. Go. Alright, so we're just going to go straight into the battle. Alright, and May has a team of 3 Pokemon, so we're just going to start off with a Milotic, which is pretty good for us since we still have Christmas up front. Just going to go right for a Mega Drain, and now that he's evolved, it's actually going to do a lot more damage. Although, because we're going up against a Milotic, it's going to be really bulky, so it's going to be a little bit tough to take this thing out. Alright, so let's go for another Mega Drain. Alright, so that was super effective, and it looks like we gained back more health than it can deal to us, although with that recover, it's going to be a problem. So we're going to have to switch out to something that can do a little bit more damage. Still going to Bruce. Alright, so there's the Water Pulse again, and hopefully we don't get confused, and it does a lot more damage than I'd like. Let's go for Hidden Power. Alright, super effective, and it still barely does anything. Alright, so it's going to bring us at the point where we do have to switch out, so I guess we'll have to go into... I guess Lox's is really our only option, since it's going to have a Thunder Shock, which is kind of a low power move, but it is a legendary Pokemon, so hopefully it is enough to kind of whittle down this Milotic. If it gets too bad, I guess I can just roar it out. Yeah, so there's the Recover, which is probably going to make this thing a problem. I'll go for a Thunder Shock again. I guess what we can hope for is maybe Paralysis. That way, even if he uses Recover, we have a chance to have it paralyzed. Alright, so it's super effective. It's going to go for Recover again. So I guess I'll go for another Thunder Shock. I think we should be able to outlast this thing, because we do have plenty of healing items, and that was a crit. So there's the Water Pulse. So as long as we're not confused, I can outspeed it next turn, and yeah, it is going to be enough to take this thing out. Alright, so that's one wall down. Let's see what else she has. Next is a Blaziken, which is not good for us. I do have Danny. He's going to be immune to any of the fighting type moves, and we should be able to take any of the fire type attacks, but most importantly, what we can do is try and outspeed and go for a Surf. So, you have yeah, our levels are the same, and we do outspeed this thing. And it's almost enough to take this thing out. So Blaziken's going to go for a Bulk Up, which is going to raise his attack and defense. So now I'll just go for one more Surf, and this thing is going to go down. And finally it's Rattata, so I am going to switch here because I don't want to take a bite or a crunch. Okay, so it's level 33. It gets at the point where a Wing Attack should be able to do almost, maybe, oh yeah, so it is enough to take it out, because I was going to say it's almost going to live it. But we are able to survive that. But I had absolutely nothing to worry about. Keep it up. And here, I have a present for you. We have HMO2. I think that one is Fly. Use Fly and your Pokemon will instantly carry you to anywhere you've already visited. But to use Fly, you have to get the gym badge from Fortree City. That's important, so don't forget. You should fly home and visit Little Root for a change. I bet your mom's worried about you. Well, let's meet again somewhere. Way to go, Gray. I just passed by a trainer riding a bike. You just beat that trainer, didn't you? It was pretty obvious that you did. The kid looked really upset and with her face all red from anger. I sure seem to run into you often. Are you off to Fortree Gym next? I expect that you'll do well at that gym. Well, I'll be seeing you. Yes, we do need to go, I guess, to the gym, and after that we should be able to head into Mountain Pyre. So let's head back into the weather. Let me just get off the bike. So we should be able to go back into the Weather Institute, and after that we can, I guess, finish battling either Team Aqua or Team Magma. I guess it depends whoever's there right now. Oh, we already healed up, so... Alright, so we're gonna keep going this way, and I guess Fortree City is on the next route, and... Alright, so we're gonna also have to have another double battle, so I will need to be careful so I don't lose any of my Pokemon. We have a Guitarist and a Ninja Boy. They're gonna send out a Combustin and a Flaffy. Okay, so I do need to be careful with way attack. I'm gonna go for... Alright, so I have an idea. I'm gonna go for a Screech on the Combustion, and then I'm gonna go for a Rock Smash. So it's gonna lower its defense by 2 stages, and then the Rock Smash should be able to finish this thing off. And next is a Growl, so let's see. That's gonna lower our attack. Oh, and it hit both of us, so... I'll just do the same thing. I'll do Screech and then Rock Smash. So now the attack drop isn't gonna... It's not gonna hurt us as bad, it's just gonna do... Basically -1. So it's gonna use... Cotton Sport. Alright, it's gonna lower our speed, which... Doesn't really matter. I can go for a Pursuit and another Rock Smash, and that's pretty much gonna end the battle there. And of course, we do get paralyzed on that last hit. Alright, so at least we won our battle. We didn't lose anyone this time, so... And there's something in the way, which means that is a static Pokemon, I think, so we can, I think once we have the right key item, we can come back here and then, get our encounters. So let's see, first things first, let's go up here to, heal up. Now we can go to Fortree City and, start looking around, because I think some of these places have, different items. Oh, alright, so she's trading a Volbeat for a Numel, which, it's not a really good trade. People, Pokemon, their hidden powers are aroused by living in natural environments. Let this old woman see if your hidden power has awoken. Hold a coin in my hand, and I'll tell you... let's see... Okay, so it looks like we guessed all 3 right, and it's going to give us TM10. And I know that normally it's in power. Let's see if it still was randomized. Turned into Heat Wave, which is actually a pretty good move. My wife relies on hidden power to stay awake. She should just take a nap like I do. I can teach her Pokemon how to Bone Rush instead. This move can be learned only once, is that okay? Yep, so it looks like everyone can learn it, so I'll go with... I guess I'll go with, Telomere. And... let's see, it's a 25 base power move, does with 90 accuracy, so I'm gonna get rid of Bite. Because it's kind of at the point where, it's not really doing any damage to any of the Pokemon that we come against. So I'm gonna have to switch up his move pool to just pure physical moves. What's that thing you have there? It's called a Pokédex. It's really awesome. Okay. So it looks like they're just talking about Pokédexes, so we're gonna switch out there. Let's keep going. No one believes me, but I saw this gigantic Pokemon in the sky. It seemed to squirm as if it flew toward Route 131. By the way, you smell Singe. Were you at the volcano or something? It was pretty there recently. There, go, bird Pokemon. Okay, so he's just gonna send out his Pico. Yeah. By being together with Pokemon, people make more and more friends, and that brings the world closer together. I think it's wonderful. Yeah, so it looks like just talking to a lot of people, and I want to go to... Alright, so yeah, just a lot of talking. So now we can run, because when I was on the bridge, it was not letting me do that, and... Here... They just sell different desks. Yep, let's get out of there and let's see what this guy sells. Okay, and he sells chairs to go with the desks. Okay. Alright, so that's pretty much everything we can do for now. And this is actually a new route, so first let's battle this trainer and then we can get a new encounter. So she is going to start off with a Mr. Mime, which is perfect for us since I don't think it has anything that can hit us with super effective moves. Light Screen, that's going to raise its special defense, so try to go for another Pursuit, and does a lot less. And now there's the Reflect. Okay, I already know exactly what to do. I'm going to switch into Mako, and then I'm just going to go for a Fire Spin, so that way I get some more reliable damage each turn. So there's the Encore. Let's go for a Fire Spin. And now he's trapped. So there's the Psybeam, which probably, yeah, it doesn't do too much. It does about 30 points of damage. And now I can just go for an Ember. So I guess from here I can really just hope for a Burn, and then see if that's able to take it out. But otherwise it'll probably just add a Fire Spin. And Light Screen did wear off, so that's gonna put his, I think, special defense back to normal. And next is a Lantern, which means Christmas is gonna be perfect for this. And the Reflect wore off as well, so we can free just go for a Mega Drain, and that is going to do super effective damage. Which does about half, which is not good, because this thing is really bulky, and then it might hit us with like a Confuse Ray or Thunder Wave. And we almost are able to take this thing out. So there's the Water Gun, which means we don't have to worry about status ailments, so I can just go for a Pursuit and finish this thing off. Okay, perfect. So get a decent amount of money there, and now we can just go for our new encounter for this route. And it is a Pelipper. Alright, so it's a water flying type. Honestly, it's not that bad of a Pokemon. It just needs a lot of setup to get it to the point where it's viable. Alright, so it's going to set up a Mist, which doesn't really do anything, but I guess from here we're just free to start throwing balls at it. Alright, and caught it first try. So So we're going to put him in the Pokedex. It skims the tops of waves as it flies. When it spots prey and uses its large beak to scoop up the victim with water, it protects its eggs with its beak. Alright, so let's see, I'm going to just call you Jerry the Pelipper, and I think I probably misspelled that, but whatever. So here, I'm not too worried about the encounter just because I think there's a lot of static mons that we can get after we get the one of the key items. I think it's here. Hi Gray, it's been a while. There's something here that you can't see, right? Now if I were to use this device on the invisible obstacle, no, rather than describing it, I should just show you. That would be more fun. Are your Pokemon ready for battle? Show me your true power as a trainer. Alright, so we're going to use the Devon Scope, and it's going to make the Kecleon visible, but it should be randomized, so you could probably go back into all the other different spots and then catch all these Pokemon. And we can't really do anything to hit it, but it's a level 30, which is actually pretty good level, because it means that pretty much whatever we do, it'll be if we catch any decent Pokemon, they're going to be viable. It's going to raise its special attack. Alright, so I should probably switch out. Let's go into... I guess I can go into Mako. I should be able to do something that whittles this thing down, although I was thinking maybe Fire Spin, but now if I do too much damage, it's going to be pretty bad. I can go for a Karate Chop or an Ember. Alright, let's go for a Fire Spin. It shouldn't be enough to knock it out. The only problem is afterwards it starts doing that vortex damage, so not good. Alright, so that does about a 1/16 of damage each time, so let's see. Guess I'll go with a Great Ball. Alright, so that was close. I was worried that I was going to die to the Fire Spin. It's set to arrive on chilly wintry winds. Feared from long ago, the Guardian of the Forest. This Pokemon lives in deep forests where people do not venture. Okay, let's see, I already know what to call you. So we have a Konoha, the Shiftry, which is probably a pretty good fitting name. Alright, so it looks like Devon is going to give us the Devon Scope, and I guess we can test it out on the other Kecleon. So I'll probably catch maybe one more and then do the rest next episode, because it makes it a little bit more fun. Let's go straight up and straight down here. And let's see what this thing gets randomized to, because I think they might all just be randomized to Shiftry. Or I guess not, so it's a Tropius. Alright, so this thing is a grass flying type, and it's still that same problem where can't really hit it with anything, so let's switch out. I can probably just go into Danny and go for a Nightshade, since Stomp isn't really going to do anything, and then we don't have to worry about grass type moves since they're all resisted. And Sweet Scent doesn't really do anything, so I'll go for a Nightshade, and then if it doesn't do too much damage, I can probably just go for Hypnosis as well. Oh, so it does less than half, so I can probably go for another Nightshade. And then with this, we don't have to worry about crits, so it's going to put it in the red. There's another Sweet Scent. And we are going to miss. Now we're at the point where we just kind of fast forward till the point where we hit, because Danny's either always, well, hypnosis usually always works whenever we really need it to, but the rest of the time it's almost guaranteed to miss. We'll just throw another great ball at him. Alright, and Tropius is caught. It flies by flapping its broad leaves. The bunch of fruit that grows around its neck is deliciously sweet. In the spring, it scatters pollen from its neck. Alright, so let's see. Oh, well, I know. Alright, so we have Starburst, the Tropius, and it looks like I don't know, we're gonna send him over to the box 1. I don't know how useful it's gonna be, but who knows, it's a different kind of Pokemon, so it might be worth checking out. But I guess that's gonna be a pretty good place to stop. So if you guys are new to the channel and want to keep watching more, just remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.